Hey folks, it is still Wednesday, November the 18th, 2009, and welcome to a part 2 of my life. It's not every day that I can come home from work and say that I found true entertainment on my lunch break. This afternoon, when I took my lunch break, I decided that it was a nice enough day to sit on the picnic table and get to know my fellow coworkers. Well, I got to know my fellow coworkers a little more than I necessarily wanted to. We wound up getting into a discussion about relationships and the comfort levels of relationships. In my opinion, the best way to tell if your relationship is strong is to judge it by how the bathroom door stands when you're having your moment. You know that when you first get into the relationship, it's all about the secrecy of the moment. It's all about, you don't even let them know that you have those moments. And you know the moments I'm talking about. It's the moments that could peel paint off of a wall. So, you don't even let people know that that's what's happening. You know, you'll be sitting there watching a movie and then all of a sudden your stomach will make the sound that's very similar to the soundtrack for the mating of the whales. And you look at your date, your partner, or whoever you're with at the time and you go, I'll be right back. Well, I'll be right back, depending on who you are, can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes longer, depending on if you had the Thai or the Chinese food that day. So when you get into the bathroom in the first 3 or 4 months of a relationship, you tend to get in there and try to have your moment as quick as you possibly can, to the point where that little vein in your forehead is pulsating, kind of like when you get angry, but you're trying to get out of there so quick that that little vein in your forehead is in danger of giving you an aneurysm. By the time you get done having your moment and you scoot back into the living room or the movie theater or wherever you are with your partner watching the show, you know, and of course you smell like that really horrible potpourri or Glade air freshener or whatever you're using in there. By the time you get back, you've had to dream up some kind of excuse as to why you were gone so long, instead of just saying, I had to go to the bathroom. That's at the beginning of the relationship. Now, the longer you go into a relationship, the more freedom, the more liberties that you'll take with that bathroom door. Because when you first get into a relationship, not only do you close the door, but you practically barricade it so nobody can get in while you're in there having your moment. The longer you're in that relationship, the wider that door swings open. You know you're in a comfortable relationship when you're sitting on the porcelain throne and you're screaming out to your partner, your date. I hope you're not doing this while you're still dating, but you're screaming out to your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your whatever for that night, and you're saying to them, baby, can you get me a roll of toilet paper? Or better yet, if you're really comfortable in the relationship, what you're going to wind up doing is having a conversation about everyday stuff while you're sitting there trying to pass a Lincoln log into the toilet. It gets to the point where you're having a conversation and you're so comfortable with it that you think nothing of it. You start a conversation with somebody and they walk towards the bathroom thinking maybe they're just, you know, urinating, maybe they just had a pee. There's been times where I start to walk towards the bathroom and I walk into that invisible wall of stink. That's when you know you're too comfortable in your relationship. When you can literally start a conversation and you have just created something that could end life as we know it. That's right, you have created a biological weapon. I think instead of sending all these troops to Iraq and Afghanistan, all they have to do is send me over there after I've had Chinese food or anything with any amount of grease. Because I'll tell you what, even the cat starts to gag when I've had that moment. But anyways, at work today, we decided that we were going to have this conversation. By the time it was all said and done, we're rolling around like a bunch of 2-year-olds in the sandbox because somebody farted. Do you ever notice that when you're young, a fart is extremely funny, and when you're old, a fart is extremely... Why is it that a fart is timeless when it comes to humor? Anything else kind of loses its luster after a little while. I mean, you can call somebody a duty head when you're 5, and it's hysterical. If you're 35 and you call somebody a duty head, they're going to look at you like you need to go into the padded room. But anyway, that was my entertainment for today on my lunch break, and my little rant about the comfort level that people feel with the bathroom door and the relationships. I never know how to end these things. I really don't. Okay, well, just as an ending, let me give you all a piece of advice for those people that feel comfortable enough to have moments with their partner, girlfriend, boyfriend. Let me give you a little piece of advice. If you've had a moment and you're getting ready to leave the bathroom, check behind you and see if that little piece of toilet paper, that 1-ply piece of toilet paper waving in the wind of the ceiling fan, see if that's going to be large enough to do something for the next person that's about to blow up that bathroom.